Hi everyone and welcome to the video. I'm sorry to have to mention Christmas so early, but in order to get a really nice Christmas ale going, you really do need to start brewing it some months beforehand. So here I am in August making a Christmas beer. So here's the recipe. What I've got here is 15 litres. This is included in the YouTube description as well, so don't panic. If you watched my video previous to this one, you'll see that I used an out-of-date London Ale yeast for this beer. Worked perfectly. So I've got my grain at the ready and it's now time to mash in. The important thing here, as always, is to make sure that every single grain is wet. I do this by slowly introducing the grain into the strike water and then stirring as I go. So here I am stirring up the last bit of grain that's already gone in and making sure that everything's very mixed, stirring from the top, the middle and the bottom at the very end. Again, I'll be putting on the sink strainer. Had very good results with this so far. So it's time to start mashing now, and this has got a very simple mash schedule. First step is 67 degrees C for 60 minutes. Second step for mash out, 75 degrees for 10 minutes. So we're part of the way through the mash now, and you can see that this is a very nice dark beer. And once again, the sink strainer has collected quite a nice amount of grain. I'm very happy with this. I'd recommend it to everybody. So my Sparge Water is now on, and I've also spent a bit of time making all of my additions ready that you can see there in the background. There you go. Lots of nice things in this beer. So here are the different additions that are going into this one. Lots of nice Christmas spices and some candy sugar. You could use normal sugar though. So the mash is now done and we've got a nice coloured wort there, and as you can see the sink strainer has definitely collected some of that grain that would have gone straight back into the beer. So it's now time for the sparge, and the point here is to sparge as evenly and actually as slowly as you possibly can. What I've done is I've already tripped the heater to go straight into boil already, hence why you see that my temperature gauge is reading 78. Here is my yeast starter. I've taken it out of the fridge. I had it in there overnight just so that all the yeast would drop down. I have actually made a different video released on the same day as this one to cover this. But basically what I've done is I've actually used an out-of-date yeast and revitalized it. So if you haven't already, definitely check that out. It's all interesting stuff. So all of the sparge water has now dripped down and I'm approaching boil, so it's time to take the grain basket off, and as you can see I've got a carrier bag over the top of it. What I will do is I will flip this directly into that fermentation bucket there, and thus all of the grain is collected in a nice tidy place, no fuss. So now we're at the boil and the hot break's coming, and I'm doing my usual method of spraying some Star San over the top and controlling it with my mash paddle. Now, few people have made comments about this. Why do I use Star San and why don't I just use regular water? Well, you know what? You can. It's really not a problem. The only reason I'm using this one is because if I didn't, then I would need another spray can with just water in it. I already have one at hand with Star San in it, so really that's the only reason. The only thing we're looking to do here is actually cool things down on top and stop that from boiling over. Not such an issue really on a 15 litre brew in a 30 litre system, but hey, habit is habit, that's how it is. So in between looking after the boil, what I do is I start cleaning everything, and I find that a fermentation vessel like this one is perfect for putting the mash basket into and giving a good clean. And Yeah, you know, I don't have any time during my brew when I'm not actually busy with something. But of course, during the boil, it's very important to keep a good eye on everything. Also, from time to time, because I have a yeast here to look after too, I'm giving this a good stir up while watching the boil. So now it's time to put another hop addition in. I've also got some Irish moss in with here. This is the 15-minute addition. So now for the 10-minute addition, we've got ground nutmeg, we've got cinnamon, and we've got candy sugar. So what I'm going to do, as I did before in my Belgian wit video, is I'm actually going to put some of the wort into this just to mix it up, let some of that candy sugar dissolve before I put it into my Grainfather. And once it's full up, give it a nice good stir and let those crystals actually start melting down. I have to say that in terms of smells coming from beer, this is one of the better ones I've ever smelt. Very, very nice. So it's now time to start cooling everything down, and as you can see, I've been doing this for a short time already. So I'm giving the yeast starter a bit more attention now while I'm waiting for this system to chill everything down. Almost there now. So here we go now then, the final stages. So my usual method, splash the wort directly into the fermenter, add the yeast once about half of it's gone in, and then add the rest of the wort on top. So all is done now. It's just a case of now waiting to see if this yeast is going to be successful. I've noticed that it's had fermentation during its process, so all is good. I'm sure of it. I hit my gravity target on this beer, as you can see, and yeah, really quite happy with the colour of this wort. Looks like this is going to be a very, very nice Christmas ale. So I noticed a lot of very early yeast activity, almost as soon as I put the stopper on this one. This is the scene here actually during cleanup. As you can see, a lot of the yeast has already floated up to the top, and fermentation is definitely starting. And this is the scene 10 minutes later. We have full fermentation going on, everything going very, very nice. And actually, within 10 minutes after this, pretty much the whole top was full of cells. So yeah, very nice result. So yes, all in all, a very successful yeast revitalization and brew day, all in one. Very, very happy day for me. Really enjoyed myself here, and I hope this comes through in the video. So thanks very much for watching. If you feel for it, please like and subscribe, and I look forward to bringing out a new video for you probably in about 2 weeks' time. All the best now, take care.